Mr. Epstein, I have a question for you, sir. Thank you for your work to expose weaponization against President Trump. You referenced that the Alvin Bragg case was coordinated with Biden. And for those of us at home, can you walk us through this process and kind of how it happened? And can you explain how Biden and his fingerprints were all over this operation?
Yeah, thank you, Congressman. So I wish we could tell you what the documents would reveal. That's still up in litigation. But what we did at America First Legal is we obviously used a FOIA request to Main Justice to look for communications with the New York District Attorney's Office. And the response, consistent with what Attorney General Garland said to this committee, was that there were no responsive records. And so what we did is what any good investigative lawyer does, is you send a similar request to the District Attorney's Office in New York, the Manhattan DA, and you say, give us all communications with the Department of Justice. And while they didn't disclose those records, they said there's 36 responsive records, which suggests that, in fact, there were communications. And it's important for the public to know what was said in those communications.
Thank you very much for answering the question. And I also want the American public to understand something. The reason why the left is still railing on President Trump, even though he won the presidency, we won the Senate, and we were able to keep the majority in the House, is because, quite frankly, they have nowhere else to go because this lawfare fell flat on its face. We cannot allow this to happen again in the future of this country. That's why we've got to understand our history and how this works. We have to understand that we are a constitutional republic, and we must protect the average citizen in this country, ranging from President Trump to the average person that works every day here in America that makes a decent wage to just take care of their family. Everybody must be treated fairly under the law, regardless of what they do or regardless of what they aspire to be. And with that, I yield back the remainder of my time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.